beginning of every Wild Woman Circle, which are held on the new moon, we each choose a card. And it's a goddess card from a deck. And when we make that choice, we're holding the intention that whatever goddess we choose is going to be the goddess that we call upon for inspiration and for guidance in the moon cycle ahead. If you do not attend a Wild Woman Circle or lead one, I encourage you to use this pretty powerful practice of intentionally choosing a goddess at new moon time to be with you throughout the cycle. It's super powerful. We're going to talk today about how we can integrate our connection with this goddess throughout the cycle. So you might be asking, why exactly do we choose a goddess? And the reason is to deepen our connection to the feminine expression of the divine, especially in Western theology and tradition. There's a huge emphasis on the male and masculine expressions of the divine, which for those of us who are here in female form can lead to feelings of sort of like a displacement or feeling disconnected. So when we choose a goddess and we sort of hone in on her and learn about her, it's a way of strengthening sort of the inner knowing that our stories and our expressions as feminine or female are just as valuable and worthy of our attention as those in the masculine or male form. So how do we choose our goddess? I'm going to offer up 2 ways. Number 1, you can choose a goddess from a deck, such as the Goddess Guidance Oracle by Doreen Virtue, or the Goddess Inspiration Oracle by Chris Walder. I really like this option for those who are less familiar with the abundance of goddesses across cultures and traditions and pantheons. Each month when we choose our goddess, this is a way to deepen our understanding of these qualities and these archetypal energies that are present in the goddesses across the board. Number 2 is for those more familiar with goddesses. And you can simply tune in at new moon time and ask your guidance, which goddess shall I call in to be with me in the moon cycle ahead? And trust the answer that comes through. Here are 5 ways you can deepen your connection to the goddess throughout the moon cycle. Number 1, keep her in your consciousness by having a photo of her somewhere you see every single day. So this could be like the lock screen on your smartphone. It could be a photo set on your nightstand or your altar or your desk. Number 2, call her into your meditation time. So while you're seated with your eyes closed, you can imagine in your mind's eye that she is seated right in front of you. And you can either just sit there and feel her presence, or you can have an inner dialogue with her. Ask her any questions that are on your heart and listen well. Number 3 is for you Brainy types. Research her. So I really love the Encyclopedia of Goddesses and Heroines by Patricia Monaghan. Very excellent resource. Also Awakening Shakti by Sally Kempton. She works within the Hindu pantheon. Both of those books are amazing. You can also turn to your own favorite authors or online resources, and you're looking into everything. It's like, use your mind. Culture, the myth, her qualities, who she's surrounded by, and look for the areas that are particularly resonant inside of your own heart. Number 4, sing or chant. So many of these goddesses have associated chants or songs, and a wonderful way to connect with her is to sing or say those words, and feeling not only the meaning that you look for, right, in the mind, but also how it feels to sing the song, what the vibration feels like. The fifth and final way is to invent your own way to connect with your goddess. So your relationship with this goddess has the potential for a deep intimacy. So trust your guidance to lead you closer to her. Whatever way or ways you choose to connect to your goddess, you will very likely be able to see her fingerprints on your consciousness and on your life by the end of the moon cycle. If you're watching this on the full moon or at any other part of the cycle and you have not chosen a goddess at the previous new moon cycle, start now. Don't wait. Simply ask for the guidance who's going to be with you for the remainder of the cycle. In the space below this video, I will put links to the decks and books I recommended here. If you liked this video, please subscribe and share it with your humans. And I will see you again at thewildwomanproject.com.